But when he has an injury and that doctor say, hey, you need to take this to get back on the court, he doesn't hesitate to do it. But all of a sudden for this vaccine, the doctor say, hey, you need to take this to get back on the court, and he
But it's,
picks
it's
and
it's
chooses
because it's so
to
new.
do
That's
what
the
he
only
do.
reason why he's
And
kind of
it's
a
it's
little.
not it's not new. It's been around for like almost 2 years now. It's shown to be effective.
You're now watching a clip from the MarcWes Sports Podcast.
As far as not getting the props that, because I mean, Kyrie, which is actually the topic I want to talk about today, the only player that people are really talking about as far as, or the team, is the Nets. Everybody's all about the Nets, of course, the Bucks, because they're the champions or whatnot. And they're talking a lot about the Bulls as well, because I think they got the second or third, maybe, I don't know what record they have, but they're up there with us or around us in the standings. But to me, there's only two teams to me that can compete with us, and that's the Suns and the Golden State Warriors. To me, I don't think anybody in the East can really handle our depth. I think we are going to wear teams out. We're going to beat teams in the 7-game series, in my opinion, because we got PJ Tucker, like you said, to lock down a KD. Kyle Lowry is a good defender and he's a decent scorer. So he's going to make a James Harden work. You know what I'm saying? A James Harden can't really defend that well. So you're going to have to defend Kyle Lowry and you're going to have to get your shots, which is not going to be easy. And then you got Kyrie, who is likely probably not even going to play the entire series because he's not going to be playing games at home, which is basically what I want to talk about with Kyrie, that whole situation. Unless you got something else you want to say about the Heat.
I'm fine. I mean, it's cool. I still don't understand why they saying LeBron team is one of the teams that's contenders. They're like 21-21. Like they're number 7 in the West. Like how can you have the Heat here and have them standing right next to us? For me, still disrespectful, but again, motivation. But again, you could go ahead and talk about Kyrie, but I'll piggyback off what you're saying.
Yeah, so Kyrie still not vaccinated, still very strong in his stance about not being vaccinated. And New York requires that you be vaccinated in order to play at home. And he is still not playing home games. He started to play road games, I want to say a couple of weeks ago, something like that. So together they look good, they look like that team, but they don't seem like a team that's built for the playoffs, in my opinion. They can win games or whatnot, and they're gonna, score prolifically. But I don't see them beating a team like the Heat, who's built on defense, who's got that depth, like I've been saying. And but the situation with the Nets, I think, is just bizarre. They don't, the NBA is being really strong in their stance as far as players being vaccinated or whatnot. And they were saying that maybe the Nets can pay a fine, but what I heard, the NBA is not even going to allow them to pay the fine for Kyrie to play home games. And I'm not a big fan of Kyrie. I know you are, Wes, but
you're not a big fan.
I'm just not a fan of this dude at all. I mean,
because of what? The vaccine?
Because of his lack of dedication to play basketball. Because if I'm a teammate of his, then I'm gonna be like, we can't really trust this dude. He's going to quit. He could quit anytime. He doesn't really care about basketball. He's just out there doing, what he wants to do. He doesn't care about the team or winning or anything like that. He's just collecting his check. And if he feels like playing, he'll play. If he doesn't, he won't. And it has nothing to do with the team. And that's why I don't like Kyrie and what he's doing. I'd rather you just not dedicate your life to something else and do something else with
Isn't
your
there
life.
isn't
Not
there
basketball is clearly not a priority for you.
see, but
And I'm just tired of seeing the lack of dedication.
I hear what you're saying, but like you gotta understand, man. Like, look, this is a free world. A lot of places aren't free, as far as with your rights and stuff like that. But that's something that he don't want to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
So
I
don't
hear where
do
you
it. So
coming
don't
from,
do it
but look,
100%.
he shouldn't have to. And you're entitled to your opinion. You got people that's for him. That think the same way that you're thinking. Because of course I already know you. You're for the team first. Off rip. Me, majority of the time. But when it comes to certain things, it's just like when you give up certain rights, then what's going to be the next thing that they go ahead and try to take from you. I mean, now what? It's gonna be religion now. Then everybody gotta, practice this same religion. Oh, people like, nah, they're not gonna go that far. Like nobody would have thought that, the government will force you to take a vaccine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and we had this conversation before, when it comes to having to go to school. We've both been in the public schools and certain things like that. So our parents went ahead and probably got us vaccinated for whatever vaccines that they gave us back then. I don't know them. I just know I took them. I remember the shots. But regardless of the fact, people are more conscious. People are more aware of their bodies and what they put in their bodies. You see me, you see how I change the way I eat and to change the way I, think when it comes to certain things as well. So, I can't get mad at him for not wanting to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll get mad if they mandated that and then he signed the contract and then he switched up. I'm not going to get mad at somebody that already signed a contract to play basketball, and this was not one of the stipulations to play basketball, and then now you're forcing me to do that, which is, put something in my body that most will probably say is still like 50-50 the way they're thinking. Of course, we're not scientists. We don't know, the truths or about a lot of things, even though they have certain things out, we never gonna really know. But again, at the end of the day, that's his choice. Women got the right to they're gonna say, oh, you shouldn't have an abortion. What about if she got raped? Same thing. It's just different situations. Why I understand why people want to do or want to not do something. So for me with Kyrie, I'm not gonna get mad at him at the end of the day, because like I said, if he would have signed, if they would have came out with you got to do this to play in the NBA before he signed his contract, then I'll feel you 100% because you already know what time is it. But if after the fact, I should be grandfathered in. There's a lot of companies that got new policies, and whoever was there for years are grandfathered in and certain things like that. I think he should be grandfathered in until his contract expired. And if you want to go ahead and continue playing in the NBA with a new team or even with that team, then this is what you got to go ahead and do. You got to take the shot. And, that's just part of being in the NBA. But again, I feel him. I still like his stance. At the end of the day, he's not. He kind of like backed off on his stance with it. Of course, he's missing a lot of money. But sometimes money ain't everything. Look at Ben Simmons. I think he's not playing because he don't F with Philadelphia no more. You done tried me to a certain point where I can't play for your organization no more. So even though I signed this contract because you done, tried me the way you tried me, you could find me. But again, I'm getting paid like 40 a year, and if you taking 10, 15 out of that 40, it's all good because I'm still winning. I'm still leaving with a check, regardless of the fact, and that's one of the things when you do sign contracts. So for me, Kyrie, salute, keep doing your thing. At the end of the day, this is what it takes a lot of people. Kaepernick, we agree on Kaepernick for doing what he did, and what he did. He lost money behind of something that he actually believed in. Did anything change? No. You feel me? Now, again, it kind of changed a little bit as far as when we seen different verdicts. We seen the verdicts recently where you had the man jogging, and you had two individuals that killed him, tried to be police, and they were found guilty, something that we normally don't see in our society. So for me, again, Kyrie, keep doing your thing. I'm gonna salute you. I'm team first always, but I'm always, you gotta worry about yourself, you gotta worry about your family, and some things is bigger than the game. You know what I'm saying? After the game, what now? You feel what I'm saying? It's certain things that you gotta stand on. Marcus, you got certain beliefs that you stand on thoroughly. Forget what West says, forget what society say. It's just what you believe in, and you're gonna stand on that. And if that's what he's on, then you can't get mad at him for that. You feel me? Get mad after.
I'm definitely gonna get mad at him because he picking and choosing. He picking and choosing to what you feel is okay and what you feel is not okay. Kyrie has had a lot of injuries in his career, a lot. I mean, from his shoulder. From his shoulder to his toes, he's
had about injuries though.
But when he has an injury and that doctor say, "Hey, you need to take this to get back on the court," he doesn't hesitate to do it. But all of a sudden, for this vaccine, the doctor say, "Hey, you need to take this to get back on the court," and
it's because it's so new. That's the only reason why he's kind of a little.
It's not new. It's been around for like almost 2 years now. It's shown to be effective, as far as like not people dying. And like all we're saying
I seen both.
Help people. We're trying to help
people
both
sides.
Not spread it as much.
I've seen both sides because I know somebody that took the vaccine and they actually passed.
There's not 100%, obviously. I mean,
it's not 100%.
Every medicine that you take has some kind of side effects, or some people react differently.
I agree with you 100%, but like, when it ultimately comes down to it,
Kyrie is not dedicated to basketball. He's dedicated to himself, and I'm not like
people that play in sports is dedicated to basketball, dedicated to football, dedicated to that. A lot of people are just worried about the money
like that. You are cool. You do your political stance if you want to do that. Great, but like, you got
certain police officers. You got certain police officers that want to get a check. That just ready to get a check. You got certain teachers that's out here that just want to get a check. Now, again, for the majority, I would think that majority of the police officers are 100. You feel what I'm saying? But you got bad people and you got good people. You feel me? When it comes to teaching, when it comes to like, you got some teachers that they don't care if your kid learn. You feel what I'm saying? They getting the check. You feel what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying, you got to understand, like, at the end of the day, like, majority of the time, people, you got different type of people in this world. If he's that type of person that doesn't care about nobody but himself, then that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't do nothing about it. It's just like, all right, give you an example. It's just like you hollering at somebody, right? You hollering at them and you think everything is all good. You feel me? Everybody say that y'all the power couple, y'all this, that, and the other, but then that person cheated on you. You know what I'm saying? That's not the person that you thought that you was with. It's just like with Kyrie, you feel me? Like, they thought that he was for basketball and this, that, and the other, and then now showing your true colors. So again, now I know how to deal with you. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just gonna divorce you. Is what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We gonna break up. If you ain't in this relationship 100, why am I in a relationship with you?
But I agree with you. I agree with you.
You married, right, Wes? I mean, like, if your wife say, "Oh, I'm just gonna be half of the time,"
that's already dead.
Like, exactly. So why are we
But
continuing this relationship with
see, but
Kyrie
I'm saying
if
though,
he's just doing
the
it half
reason
of the
why
time?
it's a
He's
good
half-assing it.
comparison, but it's not a great comparison because it's business, and this is like, it's different when you in that type of relationship. Basketball, I'm not gonna compare, I could compare certain things to a relationship, but in that sense, I really can't, because at the end of the day, yeah, you could divorce Kyrie, but he's still gonna get paid his money. They don't want to have to
I mean,
lose.
yeah, he's selfish, but that's what he is. He's not a
And he's
team
showing
guy.
his true
If
colors.
he really was wanting to win a championship, then you playing every game. Period.
Good one.
But if you don't want to win a championship, play half the games. You don't really
Period.
care.
See, but again,
Kyrie doesn't really care about the team. He cares about himself.
hold on.
There's
Like,
nothing
I'm
wrong with
gonna be
caring
real with
about
you though. I'm gonna
yourself,
be real with you on
but he
some real
doesn't
shit.
care about the team.
On some real shit. Like majority of the time, yeah, people love sports. You know what I'm saying? You got certain people that when we was kids, when we in PE class, we got our basketball, our made basketball rim with a board and with a milk crate. You feel me? Like you already know what time it is. Some of us just do it because we want to be outside. It's different now because the kids now, don't really be out like that. But when we was growing up, still, you feel me? Or even to this day in certain hoods, you feel me? They love basketball so much that they want to go ahead and play it like that. It may be a good rim or something like we grew up on. But again, majority of the time, these people that play basketball, they come from impoverished situations. And yeah, they love playing basketball, but this is how I'm gonna get money. It's not, y'all love playing basketball. Y'all love playing football, but I'm trying to get money. You feel what I'm saying? And once they get the money, a lot of people change. Certain people like LeBron, they want a different legacy. They want the money too. Like LeBron ain't just playing basketball because he love it. I'm trying to get paid. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, certain people want to achieve more than just that. They want to be more than just the money. You know what I'm saying? You got certain people that look, you got AB, like probably mental illness, but look how much money he just left on the table. You feel me? Taking off his jersey and his equipment and stuff like that. That's millions of dollars that he left with the Raiders. That's millions of dollars he left with Pittsburgh. Some people, it may be mental because a lot of rational people that's straight up in the head, they won't leave that money on the table. I ain't gonna leave that like by 20, 30 million on the table. You feel me? I can't leave that on the table. But again, at the end of the day, you got certain people like it's all about the money. You got certain people, like I said, and I was saying when I was comparing police officers, when I was comparing doctors, when I'm comparing teachers, when I'm comparing certain people. Like, look, you got certain people like they don't care. Yeah, they got a degree to go to this, but they can't get a job there, so they want to be an officer, or they want to being a teacher, or they wind up, you feel me? So they heart and they passion ain't really in that. You know what I'm saying? This is just something that he know how to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at AB. His passion is rapping. You know what I'm saying? It's not really football. But again, you gotta understand. You feel me? When you show me my true colors, your true colors, then I know how to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? I know how to deal with you now. Like, again, now,
So
fool me
I
once,
mean,
shame on you.
I still don't
Fool me
get it.
twice, shame on me.
I
You
still
feel what I'm
don't get
saying?
it. If we on a team and we trying to win a championship and you there half-assing it literally, then what is you really doing? What is your level of dedication? I'm with
He
teammates.
doesn't
I'm
care. It's like with
with teammates with
AB.
me that are grinding with me every day. And I can't grind with you every day. You just gonna do
Doesn't
it
care.
half-ass. So why do I need you? I don't need you on this
Marcus,
team,
you're
bro.
not you. I
I'd rather
feel
have
you. You
somebody
saying what
who's
I'm saying
dedicated
again.
100% to it, but he's not dedicated to it. So
You
that's why I
saying
can't mess
exactly
with
what I'm
Kyrie.
saying. You feel
Kyrie,
me? I
do
understand why.
something
Like,
else.
look, Marcus, like
Do
what you
something
just
else
said.
100%.
Feel you 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? I feel you because he lied to you. He lied to you. She made you think that she was for you. She made you think that she was all in. He
So
made you
why
think that he was really passionate like
why you
you.
keeping him?
No.
Why are you
Huh?
keeping him? Why are you keeping him then?
They keeping him. See, us, in a regular relationship, kick rocks. You got to go. Because they're paying him this guaranteed money, damn, we got to get something out of this, boy. Stephon Marbury did the same thing to the Knicks. You don't remember? Like, this is how it is when it's guaranteed contracts.
Trade him to somewhere else where he can actually play full time, and then get a players for him that will play full time for you.
I agree. But it's over here. It's like having Beyonce. It's having Beyonce. Like, yeah, I know I could get somebody else, but man, I got he's not Beyonce. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, Beyonce is like one. I'm just giving an example. It's like having Beyonce over here. Like, damn, Beyonce, why you can't make this shit work, man? Why you can't make this shit work, man? Like, I ain't trying to ban you, man.
If you ain't sleeping in my bed every night, even Beyonce can see the door. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm gonna need somebody
Come on, man. Look, a lot of people got a little bad one at the crib that don't do nothing but just give him like her. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything else is an F up. Like, damn, man, why you don't know how to just go ahead and why you can't just meet me halfway? You know what I'm saying? Kyrie ain't trying to meet nobody halfway.
What doesn't make sense too is when the Heat beat them in the playoffs, he probably gonna be sad. And he'll be like, oh, we didn't win. And if I'm a teammate and I'm looking at him, I'm like, what? You wasn't even here. You wasn't even grinding with us every day. You wasn't with us when we was shooting in the gym, literally. Come on, man. Get out of here.
I feel you, but it'll be a bad thing though. You feel me? If they meet the Heat in the playoffs, it'll be good, but it'll be bad because we're number 2 in the East. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna have home court advantage. So 4 of the games gonna be here. All the games that we play over here, he's gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Don't play us right now. Now, we ain't scared. We about that life now. You feel me? You see the halo. You feel me in the background. We about that life. But again, I wouldn't want to go ahead and play the Nets right now in the East. You feel me? Now, again, I'm loyal. I know we're going to win. You feel me? The record speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I already know how it works. Like, the world hates Miami. You feel me? They hate our weather, beaches, and I hate our women. Of course, they hate our team. You feel what I'm saying? They definitely hate our teams. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Dolphins, boy. I think it's, boy, everybody got their nuts crossed on the Dolphins. That's why we can't win nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Because they hate us so much. That negative spirits, everybody praying for us to be garbage. It ain't working for the Heat. You feel me? Because of that halo. But yeah, man. It is what it is, man. For
That's
me,
all I gotta say about Kyrie, though, man. Like, you know, you're not with us. You're not grinding with us. Don't be sad when we lose, okay? Don't be sad.
I feel that 100%. But you gotta respect somebody that got a certain stance and actually really gonna stand on that, even though they losing a lot of money. We all agreed with Kaepernick. You feel me? But that's because we all agreed on that topic. But why you can't just agree with him standing on what he's standing on? It's the same thing. You know, you had a lot of people that didn't agree with Kaepernick doing what he did, but he still stand on it. You got a lot of people not agreeing with Kyrie, but he's still standing on it. You got to respect the man for standing on something. You know what I'm saying? So even though you don't agree with it, it ain't our life. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you should be happy as hell because you're a Miami Heat fan. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm happy. I am happy about it. I mean, because, you know, I actually, you know, with or without Kyrie, I still don't feel like the Nets are the team. You know, but like I'm just saying, for, you know, the Nets teammates or whatever, you know, if it was the Heat, I'd be even more mad, you know, but, you know, it just, Kyrie, I just can't mess with him, man. I mean, he's a great player, obviously, one of the best handlers ever, you know, he's a great player. I mean, there's no doubt in his talent, but I mean, if you gonna play halfway, you should be on another team. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think New York is budging on their rules, and looks like the NBA is not budging on their rules either. But just play for another team, because this half-ass nonsense is garbage to me. It's garbage.
I don't mind it. You feel me? It makes us our job a little bit more easier. And just the plain fact that Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo is gonna be